children. Welcome to another English lesson for the students who are getting ready for the GCE Ordinary Level Examination. My dear students, today we have Dhammika sir here with another interesting lesson. Sir, what do you have today in store for our students? Our students today?
Hello children. Today we are going to do a simple language game before we start our day's proceedings. Now Nirmala, I am going to show you some pictures and I will give you a clue as well. With the help of the pictures and the clue, you have to guess the word which is denoted by the pictures.
All right.
Look at the first picture.
Right, I am ready.
Second, where do we go to catch a bus? Can you guess?
A bus stop?
Correct. We catch a bus at the bus stop. Look at the second picture. Do you have a pen?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of a pen do you have?
I have a ballpoint pen.
There is a ball and a pointed finger. They together make a ballpoint pen. Ballpoint. Let's have a look at the third. This is about insects. Are there insects in your house?
Yes, there are.
This is about a garden insect. Look at this lady.
Let me
another
guess.
picture.
Let me guess, sir. Lady bird.
What is it?
Lady bird.
Correct. The next picture. Have you ever seen some insects carry torches at night?
Yes.
This is about that insect. What is it?
A firefly.
Firefly. There is a picture of fire and a fly. Firefly together generate firefly. Okay. Ladybird, ballpoint, firefly, bus stop, and have a look at the next three words.
Toothbrush, washing machine, motorcycle.
Can you give me a name for these words?
Of course, sir. They are compound nouns.
Thank you very much. Children, our today's lesson is about compound nouns and how they can be used in our sentences. Compound nouns results from merging two words together. Some compound nouns are made by adding more words as well. Basically, these compound nouns have two parts, part 1, part 2. And I have told you that some compound nouns have more than two parts as well. And look at these two parts. Policeman, they together make policeman. The first part reveals us the type or the purpose of the particular noun. The second part reveals what it is or who he is. Look at the word policeman. When you have a look at the word policeman, you can see that the word police tells us the type or the purpose of it. And the second part, man, reveals who he is. The same thing can be observed in the second word as well. Water tank. Water, the purpose. Tank, what it is. So that is how we can gain the idea of the compound nouns. Now in the next slide, we are going to discuss how we can make compound nouns. Let's see the first one. There we are going to make compound nouns by adding two nouns together. Have a look at these two nouns.
Yes. Note is a noun. Book also a noun.
So what is the compound noun that you can generate by adding these two nouns together?
Notebook.
Next.
Tooth. Brush.
What is the compound noun?
Toothbrush.
Right. Now children, look at these two compound nouns that we have generated. Notebook, toothbrush. Though we have added two nouns together, the compound noun remains as one word. Notebook, toothbrush. Both these compound nouns remain as one word after adding these two nouns together. Let's have a look at more compound nouns.
Toothpaste, summer holidays, firefly, egg roll, bedroom, water tank, printer cartridge, motorcycle.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. Now you mentioned the words stand together. But here in summer holidays, I see two separate words there.
Exactly correct. I thought that you would ask this question from me. So, even though toothpaste stand as one word, summer holidays stand as two separate words. Sometimes when compound nouns are made, they stand as one word, or they stand as a hyphenated word, or they stand as two separate words. We will discuss about it in a later slide. Let's have a look at the second slide in order to see how we can generate compound nouns by adding a noun and a verb together.
All right. Rain is a noun. Fall is a verb. Rainfall. Hair, noun. Cut is a verb. Haircut.
Here also, rainfall, haircut, they stand as single words. When you have a look at these examples, sunrise, hairstyle, the word sunrise and the word hairstyle, both words stand together after building a compound noun. We'll look at the third slide now. An adjective and a noun can be added together in order to develop a compound noun. What is this adjective?
Green.
This one?
It's a noun. House. Greenhouse. Soft is an adjective. Ware is a noun. Software.
We use different kinds of software in our computers. Let's have a look at some more examples. Blackboard, whiteboard. An adjective and a noun are together in order to develop these two compound nouns. I wonder whether we use blackboards in our schools these days.
Mostly we have whiteboards and even green boards, sir. But in some schools still they use blackboards as well.
Right. The word greenhouse, redhead, all these four words in our example box stand as one word. Blackboard, whiteboard, greenhouse, redhead, they all stand as one word when they are merged into compound nouns. The next slide reveals how an adjective and a verb or a gerund can be added together in order to make compound nouns.
Right.
Look at these two.
Now dry is an adjective, cleaning a verb.
Dry cleaning.
Public an adjective, speaking a verb. Public speaking.
When you look at the first one, dry cleaning, you can see that these two words are separated with a hyphen. In the next one, there is no hyphen, but they stand as two separate words. I will explain you later. Let's have a look at the next slide. An adverb and a verb can be added together in order to make compound nouns.
Out is an adverb, break a verb. Outbreak. Over an adverb, throw is a verb. Overthrow.
Look at these examples. Output, input, and upturn. All these words, outbreak, overthrow, output, input, upturn, all these words, all these compound nouns stand as single words. Moving to the next slide, here you can add a verb and an adverb together to make a compound noun. Let's see how we can do that.
Yes, draw is a verb and back is an adverb. Draw back. Take is a verb, over is an adverb. Take over.
Look out, take off, some more examples for this kind. Now we are moving to the next slide where we are going to discuss how a gerund and a noun can be added together in order to make one compound noun.
Sir, Can you just explain our students what gerunds are?
Simply, a gerund is an ing form. Washing, cleaning, playing, reading. When they are not used as the verb of a sentence, we call it a gerund. A gerund and a noun can be added together in this way in order to make compound nouns.
Washing machine.
Washing machine stand as two separate words.
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool also stand as two separate words, and this example too. Driving license. Washing machine, swimming pool, driving license. They stand as two separate words when they are merged into make compound nouns. Right. Hope that our students have a clear-cut idea on how compound nouns are made. My dear students, please remember these are not the only ways that you can generate compound nouns.
Yes, I think you have already taught our students one way it is stands as one and then as two separate words. What is
Good.
the next one, sir?
Good. Now that is what we are going to discuss in this slide. In some of the compound nouns, they stand as one word, some as two words, some as hyphenated words. Look at these examples. They stand as two separate words: orange juice, real estate, post office. And this one, mother-in-law, check-in, check-out. They stand as hyphenated words. And look at these three examples: notebook, classroom, and football. They stand as single words. Compound nouns are added to our language every day. Every moment a new compound noun is introduced into the language. So generally, when a new compound noun appears, it appears as two separate words. With the passage of time, they are combined as hyphenated words. Nirmala, can you remember the time when we used to write the word ice cream when we were small children?
Yes,
How did we write?
with a hyphen. With a
Yes.
hyphen.
Do we use a hyphen now?
No.
Right. So the hyphen is removed. During the passage of time, hyphen is removed when the people are very familiar with the compound noun. So orange juice, mother-in-law, notebook. So notebook is a compound noun that is commonly used. Now both words are merged together. Okay children, let's move to the next slide. Here we are going to discuss about the meaning of the compound noun. Do you have any questions?
Yes. Now children, let us see what a compound noun is.
Right. Okay. When you think of a compound line like greenhouse, if you take it as a single word, a compound noun, greenhouse is a place where we grow plants. If you take it as two separate words, it gives the idea of a house which is painted in green color. Look at the picture of the greenhouse. This is what you call a greenhouse that we have in our schools. In this greenhouse, we grow plants. So this is a compound noun, and the compound noun generally gives the meaning which is different from the words when they are taken as two separate words. Green and house separately give the idea of a green color house, but when you think of it as a compound noun, it gives the idea of a place where we grow plants. Now have a look at the next slide. Here there is a dialogue. In this dialogue, there are some compound nouns. Nirmala, can you read this dialogue and pick out the compound nouns?
Yes. Hi, where are you going?
I'm going to the general hospital.
Are you going for a checkup?
No, my dear. One of my friend's father got a heart attack. I'm visiting him.
Oh, sorry to hear. What have you got in your shopping bag?
It has a fruit salad and an orange juice. Will you come with me?
Sure.
Can you pick out the compound nouns there?
Right, children, let us do this together. General hospital, checkup, heart attack, shopping bag, fruit salad, orange juice.
These are some of the compound nouns that we have already learned. Okay, move to the next slide now. Make suitable compound nouns. Here there are some words. You can make compound nouns from the words given. Will you give it a try?
Yes, of course.
The first one, shopping,
Shopping bag,
pencil,
pencil case,
exercise,
exercise book,
orange,
orange juice,
birthday,
birthday party,
bed,
bedroom,
football,
football court,
summer,
summer holidays,
mind,
mind map,
washing,
washing machine,
fairy,
fairy tale,
gas,
gas cooker,
light,
lighthouse,
jelly,
jellyfish,
bull,
bullfights,
cross,
crossroads,
hand.
handbag.
Do you have a handbag?
Not right now, sir.
Rattle,
Rattlesnake,
side,
sidewalk,
bill.
billboard.
Of course, now my children, you have learnt a lot of compound nouns. Let's see whether we can do some simple activities in order to use these compound nouns in a meaningful way. Fill in the blanks to complete each compound noun. So here there are blanks. You have to use the words given in brackets in order to fill in these blanks.
I think our students are ready now. Let us do it together.
Okay, you can start.
Do you prefer peppermint or cinnamon flavored toothpaste?
The correct word is toothpaste. Second one,
The full moon looked enormous and it rose over the horizon.
third,
I'm going to the barber for a haircut.
fourth,
They are digging a new swimming pool in the park.
last one,
One reason donuts are fattening is that they are fried in cooking pans.
of course. You have given a good try. So our students have learnt, I think, a lot on this. Let's have a look at the next activity. This is a bit difficult, I suppose. Fill in the blanks using the correct compound noun given below. Bank account, human being, safety pin, short circuit, seat belt. If
Now-
those two wires touch, the appliance will blank and probably go up in flames. What is the suitable word that we can use to fill in these blanks?
If those two wires touch, the appliance will short circuit
Correct,
and
short
probably
circuit.
go up in flames.
Number 2, no blank should have to suffer what these people have suffered. What is the suitable word?
No human being should have to suffer what these people have suffered.
Do not forget to wear the blank when you drive.
Seat belts. Do
I
not
need to withdraw some money from my blank.
bank account.
The last one, a blank used for fastening things, especially clothes.
A safety pin.
Okay, that's one activity. Look at the next one. Here also you have some words given on top. You have to use these words to fill in the blanks. Horsepower, orange juice, leftovers, heartbreak, billboard, daybreak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 words, but you have only 5 sentences. There is an extra word. You have to be very careful. You can try. The
Right.
first one,
The time in the morning when lights first appear, that is daybreak. In-
next,
Intense and overwhelming sorrow or grief, heartbreak.
okay,
The power exerted by a horse in pulling, horsepower.
correct,
Food remaining from a previous meal, leftovers.
next,
A panel for the display of advertisement in public places are called a billboard.
yes, when you go along the road, you can see a lot of billboards on either side of the road. One more activity and we can use the collective nouns that we have already learned in order to fill in these blanks. You have to use the compound nouns that you have learned so far in order to fill in these blanks in the sentence. First one, blank is a place where we grow plants. Can you guess what the correct sentence is, correct word is?
Greenhouse is a place where we grow plants.
I have to wait for the bus at the blank.
Bus stop.
Correct. Lots of blank come at night in the summer season.
Lots of fireflies.
Very good. We played blank today for 2 hours.
We played football today for 2 hours.
Teachers write nicely on the,
Blackboard,
you can use blackboard or whiteboard.
or even green board.
Correct. And my dear children, when you fill in the blanks in these sentences, sometimes there can be more options. For example, instead of football, you can say volleyball. We played volleyball today for 2 hours. So in these sentences, there are more options. Teachers write nicely on the blackboard, whiteboard, and as she said, green board. So all compound nouns that you have learned can be used to fill in these blanks accurately if it fits according to the meaning of the sentence. Let's have a look at the rest of the sentences in the exercise. Windows is an operating system blank on my PC. What is the suitable word?
Software.
Correct. I know how to wash clothes in blank.
Washing machine.
Right, of course. There's nothing to know about it. It's quite simple. You have to press one button. We go to blank in summer vacation.
Swimming pool.
Of course, in most of the Western countries, they can't go to swimming pool every day like us. Now, we can go to swimming pool every day because we have dry season and wet season, but we can go to swimming pool every day irrespective of changes in the weather. But in Western countries, they don't go to swimming pool in winter season. I wake up daily before the
sunrise.
Of course. Last one, I need a haircut before school starts. Yes, my dear children, remember, you all have to get a haircut. All boys will have to get a haircut before the school starts. Very soon, when the school starts, you have to have a haircut. Now we have discussed about compound nouns. Nirmala, do you think that our students have understood about compound nouns?
Yes, of course. I think you have clearly explained all the rules there.
And my dear children, make sure the compound nouns sometimes stay as two separate words. Sometimes they are written as hyphenated words. The best example to remember is mother-in-law, father-in-law. And some compound nouns are merged together and they appear as one word. Two separate words, hyphenated words, and one word. That is how the compound nouns appear. And the other thing I want you to tell you is compound nouns are made by adding two words together, but you can add more words to make compound nouns. Sometimes we add 3 words together in order to make compound nouns. Hope that things are very clear to you. Nirmala?
Yes, thank you, Dhammika sir. And my dear students, we have come to the end of our program today. I hope that you have learnt a lot about the formation of compound nouns. Hope to see you with another interesting lesson. Until then, stay safe. Goodbye.